as Ghana's performance on the 2019 Ease of Doing Business dropped by 10 points, with the issue of land litigation dominating. In this edition of AM Business, Odilia Ofori tells the story of victims of land disputes as she engages experts on what to look out for in acquiring a land here in Ghana.
Do you remember the name of the family?
They are Ni Amui family.
Oh, you have the documents?
Yes, the documents are here.
Okay. So that was the land certificate?
Yeah.
Wow.
This one
was the property?
Yeah.
The one in red?
Yes.
Was the one that was supposed to have been given
exactly.
to you? And then the litigation started?
Yes.
Wow. So these are the indentures?
The indentures. We finished everything.
Including the Lands Commission?
Yes.
It went all the way to Lands Commission?
Yes. Everything was inclusive. But later on, even with this, it shows that this is the seal that the land belongs to us. So as at now, we have the document. But they have encroached, they have built on the whole land. And they haven't got even a document.
The document. And
because we have the document.
Sort of system we have. Once somebody has erected a property on the land, they virtually become the owners, and then you pay them off. Wow. Okay. Also, that's what brick and mortar is all about. We want to be able to be solving problems. What I will do is engage the Lands Commission on this, and then we can see how you can proceed with this. Land disputes pending in Ghanaian courts are, as a result of family disputes, about 52.7% of all the cases. Boundary disputes stand at 17.7%. Unauthorized sale of land by a chief or a stranger, 12.8%. And unauthorized sale of land by a family member, 4.9%. I have come to a 500-acre land where the owner paid part and the family decided to give her the rest to sell on their behalf. We got to finish the interview, but while doing that, machete-wielding men surrounded us. The landowner, whose identity and name we will not disclose, was shocked to the core. A land she bought 5 years ago had been under litigation for over 8 years without her knowledge. These are the real issues on the ground. I want to find out from you, how big is this land?
It's a total of 500 acres.
Okay. And that's all for you?
I'm selling it for a family, the Ayita family.
Okay.
For of Old Ningo.
Okay.
I have an agreement with them to sell it over a period of time. So I'm into that with a friend of mine.
Okay.
To sell it.
Okay. So what kind of papers do you have for this land?
We started the registration process so that we can have it fully registered. But unfortunately, because of the size of the land, it's very expensive. So we got stuck at the yellow paper stage. So we have all the other documents, the indenture, everything, with the family signatures, everything, up onto the yellow paper.
How easy has the journey been?
It has not been easy at all because honestly...
Tell us from day one.
From day one, when I heard about the land, I came here to have a look at it. And of course, it was really big. And because of previous experience with land, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting into anything that was going to create problems. So I had to go and do a search to make sure that
the property really belongs to them.
And it is just as they have told me. And I found out from the Land Commission everything
So he's getting back to the family on this.
He says he spoke to the family, their lawyer, no? And he said he doesn't know the name Teblebu, so that's why he was asking for the
family name.
Family name. I said I've sent it to him, so he should. I think when I called the first time, he called
the lawyer,
the guy, and he says he doesn't know the name, so I should get the family name for him.
It's good. It's good information.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's good information. Don't worry. Let's go.
I'm thinking about my money.
Yeah, because you were telling me.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my money.
Yeah. I think it's good information for you so that you can follow up. Otherwise, you would have been sitting there
Thank
thinking,
you, right? Hey, so if it's in court and
they've taken all this money. Yeah, that's the issue.
As I say, you know, I say, I say, part. Nina, yes, 700 acres. Nina. More than I said. Minim. And Nina, who I say, one.
I have come to 360 survey to find answers since I was also a victim.
When somebody goes on a property or before somebody even acquires a land, exactly what are they supposed to do?
Okay. Before you acquire land, the first and foremost is once you see the land and you are interested, you go to the area to inquire where the land is located, to inquire, perhaps ask adjoining neighbors to the plot who is the real owner of the land. So when you are shown the owner, you go to the owner, you talk to the owner, you express your interest in purchasing the land. It's advisable or it's recommendable that you take your own surveyor, a land surveyor, to the site. And a land surveyor, these days there are a lot of people posing, because of the advance of technology, it has made surveying quite simple. So there are lots of people posing that they are surveyors. So what you do is that you get a very competent surveyor.
A qualified one.
Qualified one for that matter, okay, whom you can trust. Because they are qualified surveyors, but not all of them are trustworthy. So you get a qualified surveyor who you can trust. You get him to go to the site to survey the land. So once he surveys the land, he will prepare a site plan for you. So you send that site plan to the Lands Commission to conduct a search. The Lands Commission, when you get to the Lands Commission, you have to do what we call a consolidated search. By consolidated search, what it means is that you do a search at the Public Vested Division of the Lands Commission, you do a search at the Survey Department of the Lands Commission, then you do a search at the Land Registry Division of the Survey Department of the Lands Commission. Now, as we speak now, the Lands Commission is trying to integrate all these data.
The three.
Yeah, but we are not there yet. So until we get there, you have to do these three searches. So based on the search reports, you now give the search report to a lawyer who will then interpret the search reports to you, because sometimes you get a search report, there's a judgment. Meanwhile, those judgments were quashed years ago. You understand? So if you want to solely depend on the search report that comes from the Lands Commission,
it's not enough.
It's not enough. So get a lawyer, because I mean, he's in court every day. You understand? He knows which judgments overrides others. There are instances that people get judgments, but they might not bring those judgments to the Lands Commission for the Lands Commission to plot them. You understand? So the Lands Commission will only deal with what is on their file. You understand? So after the search result is out, give it to a lawyer who will look at the result, interpret it to you. So once the results are very okay, then you can now get back to the family or whoever owns the land. Then you get the lawyer to prepare what we call covenant. By covenant, it is what you expect the seller of the land to do when you are purchasing. You understand? And the seller will also give you his terms and conditions that we call covenant. So your lawyer will now put all those things in an agreement we call an indenture. Then once that is done, I guess money can exchange hands.
Okay, so it is only at the indenture state that money can exchange hands?
Yes. Once both parties agree on the covenant and that covenant is converted into an indenture, you understand? So once I'm giving you the money for the land, I expect to take my indenture and proceed to to register my land.
Okay, so there are times when people have received indentures, even gone to yellow paper level, and then even traveled all the way to land title, and never had the land. Why?
Okay, what happens is that, you know, fraud.
For example, like my headmistress I went to interview, she has a copy of this land title certificate, with the red thing and this across, and she never got the land.
She never got the land.
And apparently that land, my father also bought some, so I am a victim. Because I'm sure my father would have given me that property by now.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, you see, what happens is that the certificate, okay, is guaranteed by the state. It's the state that's giving you the certificate. Now, what happens is that there are instances, okay, that people, there's a certificate on the land, but if you look at the background, okay, fraud vitiates every contract. You understand? So once a certainty of fraud can be proven, you understand, especially within our jurisdiction, there are a lot of cases that, a lot of instances that there is infighting among family members. Okay, so what will happen is that even within the same family, there are factions. Okay, so one faction goes ahead, sells the land to you. Okay, another faction within the family is able to take them to court. Okay, and the judgment, there's a judgment that quashes the initial transaction. You understand? So you might have your certificate, but once your root of title is challenged and flawed, you understand?
Have you lost the money completely then?
No, so okay, everything boils down to equity. Okay, there are instances that the court will say that, look, you've already developed the land.
Let's say you haven't developed the land.
You haven't developed the land.
Yes.
So in such cases, perhaps you have to go back to whoever sold the land to you to seek a remedy. You understand? You ask them, either they refund your money to you or they give you another land in the process. Because once their title is challenged, okay, and it is proven that, look, they were not the rightful person to grant the land to you, even with a certificate, I'm sorry, you lose your land.
Too bad. You were telling me that it's likely also that government can even compensate you in certain circumstances.
Yes. You see, the certificate is guaranteed by the government. Never trust whoever is selling the land to you, okay? They might, okay, this is my land, this is the site plan. Say thank you very much. But that notwithstanding, I'm going to bring my own surveyor.
Okay.
You understand? Who comes to the ground?
The most important thing.
That's the most important thing. Who comes to the ground? So for that one, you are certain that whatever they are showing on ground, it's exactly what will be put on paper.
On paper.
You understand? So fundamentally, that's where a lot of us get it wrong. You get the point. So, and the problem is compounding. Once the site plan is wrong, you do a search, it will give you a wrong information, and you carry on with that. So only for you, I mean, you think you are like, okay, I'm on the land, I've done the first wall around it, I've built on it. Only for you, for somebody to come challenge your ownership. Once you start bringing professionals there to read through this process, then you realize that, look, even my
can you take this out and let's see how it looks
like?
This
is a land title certificate. This is a land title certificate.
Oh, you turned it.
Okay, sorry. So
let me hold this.
All right, thank you. So this is how a land title certificate looks like.
How do I know that this is not fake?
Okay. I mean, these days with the advent of technology, a lot of things can happen. You understand? I've seen fake land title certificates before. Sometimes on the face of it, you cannot tell. You understand? On the face of it, you cannot tell. So that's why when you are giving, okay, you have to go back to the land title registry. You understand? And make an application to be sure whether the land title truly granted a certificate like this. You understand? Once you take whatever copy you are giving, once you go back to the land title registry, make it available, they can authenticate
that this is really real.
This is really real.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sure we will keep using you.
No problem.
So this show comes to an end. We're really grateful for the inputs you've made, Cyril. And your company is called 360 Surveys and Engineering.